There is a whole world of intelligence contained in the hydration of your body that when you know how to harness it, it can help you to thrive and perform at your peak. Your brain is only one of many intelligences that are available to you. What I'm going to reveal to you is the hidden secrets of water and how it affects your body, your mind, and your life. Water is an essential component of life, and without water, we don't find any life the way we know it. We need water to live, grow, and to thrive. Why? Because your body is made up of 70% water. Remember, you're a super biocomputer made mostly of water. So, do you think your water levels would have some effect on your performance? Absolutely. That's why small changes in dehydration, too little water, or overhydration, too much water, will play havoc with your thinking, feeling body. You have 50 to 100 trillion cells in your body, which need to have the exact amount of air, water, and food. If they don't, they will begin to malfunction. This is because every single cell in your body has a delicate balance of two critical electrolytes, sodium and potassium, which have to be maintained at a certain critical level for proper electrical voltage, essential for all cells to function. Let me explain how powerful an impact water can make. Think of every one of your 50 to 100 trillion cells in your body as a battery that has a cell voltage. Together, they all add up to a huge amount of power. Just like in lead-acid car batteries, when the water levels drop too low, the electrolytes get exposed and battery power output drops. Your cells, which make up your whole collective body, are no different. So when you increase your cell voltage by just 1% by having improved water intake, multiply that by 100 trillion. This is a massive surge in available power. This tremendously boosts your energy levels, mental clarity, emotional well-being, and immune system strength. Most people drink too little water and operate their body in a state of dehydration. This is compounded by the increased consumption of soft drinks, coffee, and tea over water. When you wait for your mouth to become dry to tell you that you're thirsty, you have gone way past the optimum hydration point and have literally been malfunctioning mentally, emotionally, and physically for hours. When you combine poor hydration with poor breathing and irregular blood sugar levels, the negative health effects compound. Remember, up to 80 to 90% of underlying physical and emotional issues can be solved with correct food, water intake, and breathing. You don't need some pharmaceutical drug or specialty therapy. You just need the correct amount of food, water, and air put into your super biocomputer. If you think this is too simple a solution, I challenge you to stop looking for the complex solutions when the answers to many health challenges can be found in a glass of water. And I'll prove it to you when you start to accurately measure what your hydration levels are throughout the day and how that affects your mind, your emotions, and your energy levels. I'm going to share with you my research on water intelligence that proves that the majority of people are functioning at very low levels of hydration wellness and are performing at a fraction of what their thinking, feeling body is capable of. I have measured thousands of people's health from all around the world, and there is a consistent picture of chaos that I see. When I measure their hydration levels, water intelligence, this is what their daily graphs look like from waking up to going to sleep.
All right, so here's an example of what low hydration levels would look like. So let's say that you went to bed and you had a glass of water and you woke up and you were at peak performance and at the bottom of it. And you had a glass of water, a glass of juice, and you also had a coffee. And then you went out and you didn't think about drinking water for a couple of hours. Well, the coffee, the caffeine in certain beverages acts as a diuretic. So you sweat water, you lose water, and you start to feel thirsty because you start to feel a little tired and thirsty and headachy. So you drink some water, and now you're at good level. So you feel good because you just drank some water. And what you don't know is that you could have drank a little more and gotten yourself up to here. But so you stay here, and then you drop back down, and you're busy at work, you're studying, or you're busy at your work, whatever you're doing, and you start to get really tired. So you feel dizzy, you drink some water, and you stay here. And then most people are kind of at this level. And when you're at this level, your body goes into hypnagogic state. And Then at some point you'll feel really tired, and then you'll drink something, you'll eat something, some fruit, something that hydrates you enough to bring you to good levels. And a lot of people just stay at this level, and this affects your performance tremendously. Just like having inappropriate blood sugar levels with spikes and drops, the same thing can happen with water. And between having poor blood sugar levels and having low hydration levels, we're losing 50, 60, 70, 80, 90% of our capacity to function, of our peak performance. So this is something really to be mindful of. And once again, you figure it out by studying yourself, by bringing awareness to your hydration levels, so that you can figure out how to stay at peak performance.
What this proves is that most people's hydration wellness is in a state of chaos and they don't even know it. Let me explain what happens when you don't drink the right amount of water. When you're not properly hydrated, especially if you're becoming dehydrated, every cell in your body will begin to short out, like mini batteries that lose their power, and your body's going to go into stress. And that stress is going to affect your nervous system, and you're going to go into fight or flight mode very rapidly and with very small triggers. This will severely affect your emotional state, mental clarity, and physical performance. Your breath will start to get off, and you'll begin to notice you're getting tense and stressed. Anxiety and fear and disorientation will start to occur. As you become dehydrated, your mind may start to race or get stuck, and it will start to malfunction. The craziest part of this is that the next thing you lose is the awareness of what is going wrong. And so the downward spiral will begin. You'll also start to get cranky, start to get crabby. You'll start to feel off balance, tense, stressed, anxiety. How hydrated you are has a huge impact on how you feel. Anything you consider or feel to be negative could very well be a simple, slight dehydration. Just drink a glass of water and see what happens now. If that rebalances you, think of how much easier that is than trying to manage your state. Too little water and toxins start building up. And with excess sodium from processed foods, your cells of your body will have a wrong concentration of electrolytes, and this will result in critical malfunctioning, affecting every organ and system in your body, causing fatigue, illness, and disease. In severe cases, it can even result in death. Too much water will result in loss of electrolytes and vitamins, causing organs and systems to malfunction, and again, in severe cases, can even result in death. Your body has evolved to maintain a wide range of balance to survive. But for it to thrive, you must learn to listen to your body and give it exactly what it needs, rather than what you may think, believe, or want. How do I know if I'm hydrating correctly or not? Most people are more dehydrated, not drinking enough water. Here are some common signs and symptoms to tell if you're not drinking enough water. If you feel any thirst at all, you're already dehydrated and should drink some water. Try this skin test. First, use 2 fingers to grab a roll of skin on the back of your hand. The skin should spring back in less than a second. Slow response may indicate dehydration. Check your urine. If you're well hydrated, the urine should be mostly clear with a tinge of yellow. Stronger yellows and orange colors will indicate need for water. Your urine should have a slight scent and no strong odors, unless you just ate certain foods like asparagus or some curries. If you have a dry mouth or bad breath, if you feel tired or sleepy, lethargic, low energy, being moody and grumpy are common dehydration indicators. Stress and anxiety are also warning signs that you're not drinking enough water. Food cravings for sweet can be your body actually telling you to drink more water. Severely decreased urine output or no urine output, and the urine, if any, produced is concentrated in a deep yellow or orange color. Headaches are frequently caused by dehydration, especially a sharp pain behind an eye. Dry skin, dizziness, or lightheadedness that does not allow the person to stand or walk normally. Blood pressure drops when the person tries to stand after lying down. Low blood pressure. Rapid heart rate, fever, poor skin elasticity, lethargy, confusion or coma, seizures and going into shock, Severely dehydrated people are so off balance, they will even vomit if they drink water too quickly. A quick side note, if you're feeling a lot of overwhelm right now and you need to get some urgent relief, please click on the Overwhelm Relief link, and within 15 minutes, you'll be feeling much calmer and in control, ready to continue doing this program. Good hydration levels equals peak performance. Just like keeping the water level in your battery topped up. The benefits are all systems will be able to function at their highest peak. You will experience more mental clarity, being able to access more of your mental intelligence, again, making you smarter. You will experience less emotional swings, helping you stay more calm and centered. Sharper mental clarity and intelligence combined with less emotional swings allows you to deal better with challenges and even stress. I call that having greater intelligence. When you are optimally hydrated, your energy levels and endurance will improve because every cell in your biocomputer can efficiently do its job through rapid and efficient communication and exchange of nutrients, minerals, and waste. Your muscle performance also improves, allowing you to have peak athletic ability. Your immune system will increase in strength, and your ability to stay healthy and fight off diseases and illness is dramatically improved. This is what baseline peak performance looks like when you are properly hydrated. You do this by tuning into the feedback from your body's Water Intelligence Performance app, calibrating it, and then always knowing what your hydration levels are in your Awareness Command Center. Being able to adjust as needed to stay at peak performance.
Hydration level and performance graph. So what we're looking at this graph is we're looking at our body has a specific amount of water that allows us to perform at peak performance. Because remember, our cells are like tiny little batteries, and they have electrolytes and they have a certain amount of water. And the 30, 50, 100 trillion cells in our bodies, each with a tiny microliter amount of water, each of these cells need a certain amount of water in order to function properly as batteries. So we have a 2-liter window of water where we can lose up to 2 liters of water and still stay within good performance. And then we have like a window of like 1 liter plus or minus half a liter of water, which is just a couple of glasses of water, right? So as long as we stay in this range here, we're in the good. And if we stay in this range, we're at peak performance. In other words, too much water can reduce our performance. And if you drink way too much water, you can have water poisoning. You can actually hurt yourself because you can lose too many electrolytes. Same as if you become dehydrated, as you lose hydration levels, you can reduce your efficiency, and of course we can die of dehydration. So it's important to, once again, learn how to titrate, learn how to calibrate, learn how to just figure out how much water the unique individual thinking, feeling body needs in order to performance, for your performance to be at peak or at least at good performance. So, and then we're looking at our activity levels and how our water levels will drop. So you have a glass of water before going to bed because you're going to lose some water. You're going to sweat it out, especially if you're in a climate-controlled space where there's drying air conditioning or heating, or you're in a very hot place. Your body has a capacity to lose water. But you can figure out how much water you need to drink to be able to sleep 8 hours and wake up at peak performance without having to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. Then you wake up and you drink a liter of water, and that brings you to peak performance. And then depending on whether you're having low level, medium level, high level, or extra high level of activity, our hydration levels will drop. In other words, we can consume and use a liter of water in 8 hours if we're laying quietly and not doing anything. In 4 hours, if we have a low level of activity, we can lose a liter of water in an hour, in as little as half an hour, or in as little as 15 minutes. You can lose a liter of water in 15 minutes. This is a technique, for example, that I learned when I was wrestling in high school. If I needed to weigh in at a certain weight and I was a couple of pounds higher than, I would put on some sweats. I'd go into the locker room bathroom. I'd turn on the hot showers, and I would run around and do jumping jacks and sweat the water away. I would wrap aluminum foil around my legs, under my sweats, and around my tummy. And in 15 minutes, I could lose 1 kilo of water. Weigh myself in, drink a liter of water, and I'm at peak performance again, ready to go out and win my wrestling match. So it's very important to learn, once again, you're a subjective scientist. Your body is a unique individual thinking, feeling body that consumes and releases water under different conditions. And learning to be thirsty before you need water. Drinking, always having a glass of water before leaving a source of water to go out on the road or for a meal or even to go out for a drink or to go out for a run or for an extreme experience. You bring along the amount of water that you need in order to be able to, over a 24-hour period, stay at peak performance. And at the very least, stay at good level performance. And what you want to avoid is going into the caution or danger zones. And this is something that only you can figure out for yourself. It just requires paying attention to yourself and how you consume water under different conditions.